Good morning, children. Today I am going to do the Political Science, Unit 1, the problems of India and their solutions. There are many problems in India, in that unemployment, discrimination based on gender, caste, regional inequalities, corruption, communalism, terrorism, and recently arising problem is corporate strategy. As Indian citizen, we should know the problem of our country and also find some solution to them also. That's true, no children. We should first solve the problem. As a citizen, we should solve our problems also. We should find solution through good administration, social reformation, fast and efficient judiciary also. First of all, we are going to learn about unemployment. Unemployment is a major problem in our country. What is unemployment? Let us now learn about what is unemployment. Unemployment is a situation where a person does not find work in accordance to his capacity or qualification. The person who is not getting any work based on his qualification or capacity, that is called as the unemployment. It is very important because what is unemployment? It is the question. The answer for that is unemployment is a situation where a person does not find work in accordance to his capacity or qualification. India has a huge population. Everyone knew about that. After China, India is the second largest populated country. India has a huge population and unemployment is a major problem. Population and improved technology are the two main reasons for the unemployment. That is the huge population. Another one is the improved technology. In the previous period, many people they have to do the work. But nowadays, because of the machines, we can only less number of people are enough to do the work also. So, improved technology and population are the two major reasons for the unemployment. Apart from these two, shortage of natural sources, over dependence of agriculture, ruined cottage industries, and lack of skill-based education. Apart from the population and improved technology, other reasons for the unemployment, that is the shortage of natural resources, over dependency of agriculture. Everyone depend upon agriculture. Ruined cottage industries means basket making, pot making. This is all falling down. Ruined cottage industries and lack of skill-based education. Poverty also indicates growing problem of unemployment in India. Already you knew about that. We have huge population in our country. So naturally poverty will come. It also shows growing problem of unemployment in India. To solve the poverty problem, center and state government have taken many measures, many remedies to generate employment for the people. Like improve the skill level of the job seekers and they can have better access to employment, providing loans and subsidy to enable people to engage in self-employment, inculcate world-class skill to our people so that they compete with globalized productions. Every citizen of the country should be encouraged to indulge in one or the other employment by providing job-oriented courses to all. These are all the measures taken by the government to eradicate or to remove out or take out the unemployment problem. Secondly, we are going to learn about the corruption. Corruption means offering bribe and following any other illegal means to achieve some illegal benefits. This is also very important. What is corruption? Or describe corruption, it may come. So you have to write corruption means offering bribe, offering money or metals and following any other illegal means, not in the legal means, in the illegal means to achieve some illegal benefits, not the legal benefits, illegal benefits, to achieve the illegal benefits doing some bribing work or giving some money to the person to do their illegal work. That is called as the corruption. Sweeping away all the procedures for a narrow personal gain can also termed as corruption. Means many rules and regulations also implemented in our country, but keeping that aside and doing our to fulfill our aims, our goals, so we are doing some illegal works. That is also termed as corruption. Corruption influences negatively on both personal as well as public sphere of life. It influences the economic, social and political life of a country negatively. In public sphere, bribery, nepotism means making partialities, making inequality, the rich or the poor or the haves and have-nots, like that also. Caste favoritism and international slowdown of the work appear as various forms of corruption. Means the corruption having many types, that is the various forms, that is the bribery, nepotism, caste favoritism and international slowdown of work appears as the various forms of corruption. Then political corruption leads to crime. It leads to the crime. It also provides motivation of corruption in public life and nourishes the misadministration on the part of officials, like tax evasion, illegal hoarding, smuggling, economic offences, cheating, violation of international exchange and employment cheating, all because of corruption. It is impossible to root out corruption by either rejecting it at personal level or just going along with it. It can be rooted out only by strong public ethics and morality and personal commitments. Lack of lack of strict supervision is also one of the reasons for the corruption. Weak legal enforcement leads the corruption. Political will and public support. So remove out this. Political will and public support is inevitable for tackling the corruption. Ethical political leadership, good efficient officers and politically aware and educated public can weed out or remove out the corruption. By installing CCTV cameras in government offices and increasing efficiency of government work can also cut down the corruption. Measures like avoiding harsh punishment for corrupt officials, increasing number of courts and judges can also bring down the corruption. In nutshell, coordinated efforts are needed to address this burning social problem. Next one is discrimination. Discrimination are many are there. See, discrimination based on gender, caste and regions. Gender discrimination means men and women discriminating. Caste discrimination means, already you learned about that in your previous classes, that hierarchical society we had in our country. So Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishyas and Sudras and Ati Sudras were there. So this is Varna systems. This is also creating the caste inequalities, and regions is more in India. Region inequality. Regions means the backward regions are being backward only and the forwarded regions are becoming upper hand. So this is all the region inequalities also you see. Indian society is made up of patriarchal values. First is gender discrimination. Discrimination based on gender means differentiating the men and women. Already knew about that. Indian society is made up of patriarchal values, means father is the head of the family and men is having more rights or power than women. That is the what we are practicing even today also in our country. Hence inequalities are there between men and women. To remove gender-based discrimination, government has taken many measures like providing reservation for women in education field, employment field and in election field also, in political field also. in the local bodies, especially in the Grama Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat and Jilla Panchayat places also, giving reservation for the women to remove the inequalities between or differentiation between or discrimination between men and women. In that, our Karnataka government providing reservation for women 1/3 of the seats in local elections, and 50% reservation has been given to the women in the local body elections. But these efforts are on to end the gender discrimination. It is not enough. We have to achieve more in the gender discrimination. Secondly, we are going to learn about the caste discrimination. Based on the caste, discriminating. So, that is the caste-based discrimination is also there in India. Caste system is a gift to Indian political system. From the ancient social system based on the Varna like Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishya and Sudras and Ati Sudras also. Isn't it? So, to overcome this problem in the constitution itself, when in the constitution beginning itself have been taken many measures to prevent, to stop caste-based discrimination. The right for equality and freedom, right for freedom have been included in the constitution. But the caste system has continued to live even after all these efforts also. Caste-based discrimination cannot be solved only with the legal intervention, but the society also need to prepare itself to accept the change. Thirdly, after gender discrimination, caste discrimination, we have in our country that regional discrimination or regionalism, that is called as the regionalism. See, some regions of the country have achieved a lot of progress while many parts have remained backward. In order to remove such inequalities, the Article 371 has been amended, means reformed from A to J. These amendments, these reforms, backward regions have been given special status. In Karnataka, in order to address the regional imbalances, a committee headed by D.M. Nanjundappa has given special report on various measures needed to solve the regional imbalance in 2001. Come to the next social problem of our country, that is the communalism. After unemployment, after corruption, after discrimination based on gender, caste and regions, communalism also major problem in our India. What is communalism? See, segregation in the name of religion and creating hatred and cultivating opposite self-interest can be called as communalism. Means more attachment towards their religion than the other, hating other religion. That is the communalism. It creates social differences, mutual suspicion and fear situation in the society. Political competition, social groupism and economic hatefulness is expressed in the communalism. Communalism has the capacity to endanger the integrity and unity of India. Already you knew about that. Our country is the unity in diversity. Many varieties, many customs, many languages, many traditions we are having, but also we are feeling that oneness, that is the unity. But it is the communalism is hindrance. It is a endanger to the integrity of our country. Not only disturbs the peace of the society, it also destroys the public and private property. It leads to mutual accusation and physical assaults and other undesirable effects also. It affects the private and personal properties also. It affects the mutual accusation and also physical assaults, means clash, fighting each other and other undesirable effects. Communalism puts self-interest ahead of national interest. Communal forces make attempts to increase their communal forces in the country. They attempt to pitch their religion and also tend to be suspicious of other religion. This affects the unity of the nation. Various precautions are needed to address the challenge posed by communalism. Ideas like uniform civil code means civil code is equal to all, equality among all the citizens, supporting secular values, secularism. Already you learned in your previous class that India is a secular nation, means it is not having any national religion. It is having the citizen of India having the liberty to practice any religion they wish, they desire. That is a secular nation. So we have to give importance to secular values also of the society, in the society, and transcending narrow thoughts in favor of national interest can be the solution for the communalism. Economic and social inequality could fuel the communalism. Precautions should be taken to check communalism as it would spoil the integrity, equality, fraternity and cultural diversity of India. We citizens should keep in our mind about the secular society. Another major problem of India is that status of women. The achievements of women during pre-independent India was notable, like Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai, Kitturu Rani Chinnamma, Annie Besant, Kasturba Gandhi, Savitri Bai Phule, Sarojini Naidu are some memorable women freedom fighters. Nowadays, women are achieving in all the fields like medical, teaching, engineering, pilot, astronaut, police, politics, military, etc. Still, the status of women need a lot of improvement, has remained low due to social customs, poverty and illiteracy. Has affected the progress of the country. Government has taken many measures to develop women's status and education, started Women and Child Development Department. Underline that also. Government started Women and Child Development Department to make the empowerment of the women and the child also. Many measures taken to improve the status, health and education of women. Many programs have been implemented to curb child marriage system, Dowry Prohibition Act, compulsory education as a means of empowering women. In Karnataka, government has implemented Stree Shakti, underline that is very important to the empowerment of women. In Karnataka government, the Karnataka government has implemented the Stree Shakti program, through which self-help groups of Swasahaya Sangha, what we are calling self-help groups of women are formed and fostered as the means of social progress. Women's commissions have been established at national and state level to address the various issues of women. Attempts are made to provide reservation at state and the central legislative bodies. Reservation has been provided at local bodies like Grama, Taluk and Jilla Panchayat, and also provided in government recruitments also, means employment also. Another problem is terrorism. Terrorism also called as extremism. Terrorism is a method putting pressure on a government. It is nothing but fulfilling its narrow end by creating panic and violence. Narrow end by creating panic and violence. It is based on political ideologies. Religious faiths and ideological beliefs creates a lot loss for the individuals as well as communities. Terrorism creates psychological pain and influences the cultural aspects negatively. It creates fear in people. Terrorism are also called anti-national or anti-social acts also. Examples like bombing of the World Trading Center of USA, bomb attacks on Bali of Indonesia, bombing various cities of France, Britain, etc. are the reasons for the worries at international level. Terrorism targets civilians, military bases, specific communities with specific language, religion, race and skin color. It aims at creating more fear by killing people, They use explosives, deadly gases to gain their goal. Everything done by pre-planned. They target busy areas like airports, railways, stations, markets, etc. India is also targeted by terrorism for many years. Terrorism was there in states like Nagaland, Manipur, Kashmir, Punjab. On November 26, 2007, there was attack on Taj Hotel in Mumbai. Our neighboring countries like Pakistan and China are accused of helping terrorism in our country. Always criticized terrorism in other countries also. Central and state government has taken more care to stop terrorism, like created special elite forces to tackle terrorists. Another problem is corporate strategy. That is the recently formed major challenge to the India, that is a group administrative measure undertaken by a company to achieve a premeditated target is called as the corporate strategy. Means a group of administrative measures, means a company undertaken by to achieve the premeditated target is called as the corporate strategy. It is the biggest problem in Indian society since the beginning of 21st century. The main aim of these strategies are maximizing the profits of the company. They are aiming only profit of the company. This affects the people, society, country negatively and the decisions of the government also. On the positive side, same corporate companies can be employed to get rid social problems like poverty, malnutrition, health, skill training and other aspects through corporate social responsibility (CSR) programs. Thank you, children.